What is going on, everybody? You know it is my favorite time of the month. It's your favorite time of the month. It is Year of the PlayStation. Yay! If I had better editing software, I'd like insert fireworks and confetti, but I don't, so I didn't. Alright, we didn't go overboard this month. We didn't get a ton of stuff, but I think what we got was some good stuff. We got a couple freebie items. We've got an eBay package, which is exciting. We've got some thrift store stuff, some GameStop stuff, and then we've got what I'm going to call my PlayStation Power Picks of the Month. Again, if I had better editing software, I would have made like a little cutscene type thing there. Okay, so anyway, let's just get into it. Yay. I've been playing the hell out of my PlayStation 4, but these are the freebies that we got from subscribers and friends and stuff this month. Brett Hamilton saw this for like $2 or something. It's a loose disc copy of The Last of Us, so we'll put that in a DVD case and put it in the doubles bin. Manhunt 2 for the PSP. Now what's funny is the manual and the UMD say Dixmoor Hospital for the criminally insane. I could have swore the Game Hunters, COE33 and Leaf sent me that disc because I have an extra case for Manhunt 2 that isn't being used. So if I can locate that disc, that would be amazing. I'm pretty sure they sent it to me. And then last, Brett Hamilton hooked us up with a sealed copy of Ball Breakers. Insert joke. For the PlayStation 1, again, factory sealed. We'll throw that in the old collection. And finally, you know, I was off the first part of the month, the first week of the month. I was out of town. And when I got back, I got a ton of packages in the mail from the Tight White Trade Show. You guys saw that video. I can't thank you guys enough. I think the Tight White Trade Show went amazingly, and I can't wait to plan another one because it was awesome. But Sprooch GameHunting sent me, this wasn't part of the trade, but he just, the kindness of the heart, hooked me up. The Darkness for the PlayStation 3. So we got that one from Sprooch. And I'll leave channel links and all that stuff in the description, so check them out. Alright, so before we get into the pickups, I'll just grab them right here. The games, the PlayStation games that I have been playing the last month, it's really been about the PlayStation 4, all about the PlayStation 4, nothing but the PlayStation 4. You guys see, on the channel, I live stream Pinball Arcade. If you don't have this game, if you're a Power Rewards member at GameStop, it's $18. 22 tables, you get Medieval Madness, and I think CaptNRetro would agree. $18 just for Medieval Madness is a great price. We're working slowly but surely through the Mega Man Legacy Collection that we got from the mighty Jav Geez. Provided hours of entertainment for our subscribers and viewers, so thank you so much, Jav. We just plugged in another game that we got from Jav, Earth Defense Force. I don't know how many missions there are, but I'm already up to like mission 14. I just played it for a couple hours this morning, actually. So, boom, Earth Defense Force. If you don't have this game, it is awesome. It's like a run-and-gun bug shooter. It's like if Starship Troopers was a badass video game, it would be like this. That's what Earth Defense Force is like. This is not a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up like the Super Nintendo one. And then last but not least, we finally beat Uncharted 4. I'm going to put these games up here real quick. Let's talk about Uncharted 4. Graphically, musically, did it do all those great things that we expect from Naughty Dog? Sure, no problem. Was there any issues with the gameplay? The shooting parts and the climbing parts and the platforming and the puzzle solving? No, didn't have an issue there. My issue with this game is that it was so long and the back third of the game was so repetitive. How many times do I have to climb up to knock a box down, to push the box over, to climb on the box, to get on a ledge, to go over, and sort of wash, rinse, and repeat? The story... Okay, so let me say this first. I thought that the story was overdone. It was just drawn out. They just drug it out. With all the... Let's go back to the backstory with Nate and Sam when they were kids and all that stuff. Like, half of that stuff wasn't even needed. I would venture to say that the epilogue, if you haven't played this game or haven't finished it yet, I'm not going to ruin it, but the epilogue at the end, probably not needed. You could have had like one little cutscene and that would have done fine. With that said, I understand that this is the last Uncharted game that they're planning on doing. Will they do one in the future? I don't know. Maybe. So the Naughty Dog really understood that this was their chance, their last chance to wrap up the entire series, close all the loose ends, and leave it on a note where all parties were happy, you know, when the end credits rolled. I totally get it, so I don't have a problem with it. Great game, just kind of drawn out. I almost felt I was bored at the last third of the game or so, until you got to the very end where you're fighting final bosses and things like that. But I almost felt like I owed it to my gaming sensibility to play Uncharted 4, because I'd already played the first 3 Uncharteds, you know, the last month or so of last year and then the first couple months of this year. So I really felt like I needed to wrap it up and play Uncharted 4. This is my son's copy, by the way. And I'm glad that I did, but I won't go back and play this again to try and 100% it and find all the trophies. Now, speaking of trophies and Easter eggs, Naughty Dog did some really cool stuff. One of the trophies is a Firefly pendant from The Last of Us. One of the trophies is a Wampa fruit from Crash Bandicoot. And there's actually a section in there where Elaine and Nate are kind of talking, and she's talking about her old game system, and he fires up a PlayStation 1. There's a PlayStation 1 on her TV stand there, and he's trying to play the first level of Crash Bandicoot, which is amazing, man. I had a good laugh at that. I thought that was awesome. So Uncharted 4, it's worth a playthrough once. I think it's still like $18 or something at GameStop, so I don't know if I'd spend $18 on it. All right. Let's get to thrift stores. Let's do thrift stores right now. All these games were 75 cents. First one, they're all complete. WTA Tour Tennis. And somebody one time paid $39.99 for that. Amazing. Looney Tunes Back in Action. I think I don't know if I have that for another console. I don't know. I don't remember if it came out for another console. Tokyo Drift Extreme Race 2. Again, this is some type of GameStop or Game Store repackaging, because it doesn't have the back art, but it is complete with the manual. Like I said, all these are complete. And then, you know, 75 cents. I wasn't going to leave them, especially they're complete and in good condition. We picked up Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So, yeah, these are doubles. Obviously, I'll throw those up on Craigslist for like $10 for the pair. And anybody that wants them can come get them. You want some? Come get some. Here, we'll throw these games over here on the shelf too to make it look more epic, more epical. Whoa, almost dropped it. Whoa. All right. Last thing we got at thrift store. Okay. So, thrift store I usually go to, they typically don't have games. I hadn't gone in a couple weeks. I went back. They have a new kid that works there, and he set up the glass counters in a different configuration with all the junk jewelry and memory cards and cameras and crap in there. But he's got video game stuff in there. So I was like, hey, you mind if I see some of those games? And I bought a couple DS games from him. And they were talking about PlayStation. And I saw this. I was like, is that the price? $2? And he was like, yeah, $2. Are you in a NASCAR? I was like, no, but I'm doing Year of the PlayStation on my channel. And when I opened it up, I saw that it was Crash Bandicoot Warped. So $2. Absolutely. We'll pay that for Crash Bandicoot every day. And if you remember, if you watched the CorgsCon video, we actually picked up Crash Bandicoot Warped, the case and manual, for $1. So, there's our game. There's our NASCAR case. We'll file that later. Boom. Complete copy of Crash Bandicoot Warped. Now, this isn't the right disc. These silver and black discs are for the player's choice. This one would have like blue and orange and, you know, be fully colored. For the black label, doesn't come with the lenticular insert, but boom, we'll throw that up on the old Craigslist, try and sell it or trade it. Crash Bandicoot is hot right now because of the Insane Trilogy, which is cool. All right, pawn shop pickups, man. Love these pawn shop pickups. You never know what you're gonna get at a pawn shop. Usually my pawn shops don't turn over a lot of inventory, so if you hit them once every month and a half, 2 months, they may have something new. There's no need to go every week, so I'm gonna stop doing that. $5. $5 Final Fantasy Crisis Core for the PlayStation Portable. I have it, but for $5, definitely couldn't pass it up. Complete. So we'll use that for trade bait or maybe a giveaway or something. You never know. All right, so we go to pawn. Okay, this is crazy. So I go to this pawn shop. And I got like a new kid working there. I said, well, how much are the PlayStation games or PlayStation 4 games? And he said they vary in price. I said, okay, well, how about this game and this game? And he said those are $5 each. And I'm thinking, well, if they're all $5 each, I might as well just buy all of them, right? All 30 of them or whatever. And I'm like, well, how much is the Call of Duty? How much is this one and this one and this one? He's like, oh, those are 15. Those are 20. That one's 25. Blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, so these two games are $5. I'll take those. First game got for myself. It is Knack. Wanted to give this game a try. I don't know if it came with a manual, but disc is in nice shape. So Knack for $5. Happy to pick that up. And then I actually don't have it up here. William has it. I gave it to my son. It was Until Dawn. So a copy of Until Dawn. Again, I don't know if it was missing the manual, but case and game. He's playing it right now, actually. So I thought that was a good buy, considering, you know, these are still $15 games at GameStop, and Until Dawn is $17.99 because I almost bought it the other day. All right, so I go to the Cashline Advance. I had to pony up a little bit for this one, but it's a game that I never see, and I'm happy that I got it, but I'm disappointed. So for $20, I know, all right, $20 at a pawn shop, but we picked up the Silent Hill HD Collection for the PlayStation 3. And that one's complete with the manual. So I'm happy to have it because this game is like a $30, $35, sometimes $40 game. So that's cool. But Sprooch GameHunting has sort of been getting on me about not playing the original Silent Hill. And he keeps saying, if I find another one, I'll trade it to you, sell it to you, cheap, whatever. So I thought, oh man, the Silent Hill HD Collection, that's awesome. And then I see it's got Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. Awesome. Well, I get home and I'm like, this isn't a collection, right? A collection is like 3 or more games. This is a 2-pack or a dual pack. See the Uncharted dual pack right there? How many games do you get in a dual pack? You get 2, because that's what dual means. This isn't the Silent Hill HD Collection. This is the Silent Hill HD 2-pack with Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, which I doubt that I will ever play, but I do want to play Silent Hill 1, which I thought was on here, which isn't on here. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably flip it, get rid of it, clean off all the stickers, make it look pretty, and flip it for 35-ish. So I don't know. I haven't decided. All right. So then, okay, so game stores. We're perusing through GameStop. And I was looking through their PS3 games. This is a GameStop that we don't normally go to. It's a bigger GameStop, sort of down by the mall, right? Like those bigger ones. The ones we have are like the little shoebox ones. But I couldn't believe it when I saw these in there. The first game is Aquapazza. It's an Atlas title. Again, we're not getting all over Atlas's ball bag here, but if you see an Atlas title for like $9, I mean, pick it up, right? Like, why not? Whereas Nintendo 13 would say, Atlas! I love it when he does that. It's funny. But complete, we'll throw that in the collection for sure. I don't know. It looks like a fighting game, so boom. If it's any good, let me know in the comment section. All right. This game is actually on my PlayStation 3 short list of games to get. There's only like 2 or 3 left on there that I actually want to get. And one of them is Shantae Pirate's Curse, which is like a bajillion dollars. But this is an Xseed game. It had a collector's edition. This isn't the collector's edition. And I can't believe I got it for $6.29. Killer is Dead. Kind of one of those fun hack and slash running guns like Wet almost. So it's got a very interesting visual style. As you can see from the, I don't know, it's not cel shaded. I would say it's like more anime type. But yeah, I definitely was looking forward to playing this. Almost bought the collector's edition, which I think comes with an art book online. So lucky I didn't. $6 at GameStop. All right. So we went up to Maxine's Bargain Box in Newark, Ohio. I didn't take anything to trade because I got bad trade credit last time. Like, I didn't really get any good trade credit. But I went out with Brett Hamilton. He traded in a bunch of stuff that he didn't want, a bunch of Xbox titles, stuff like that, and got traded and got like Command and Conquer, I think BioFreaks, and something else. Complete a box for the N64. So, you know, he upgraded his N64 collection a little bit. Looking through the PlayStation 1 games, $5. Obviously a misprice, but they got to sell it to me. So $5. We picked up Rayman, which is exciting. I don't know if you can see that price on there. Boom, there it is. There she is. And of course, I have a disc resurfacer there. Oh yeah, just fingerprints and light dirt. So yeah, well, didn't have Rayman, believe it or not. Go over to VGMX, the Video Game Music Exchange. I saw this game in there a couple times. I was like, I'm not gonna play it probably, but for $5, and it is an Atlas title, we picked up Chrono Q. We picked up this game right here, and it was $4.99, but I'm a rewards member, so I paid $4.83. Not that you can see that, but it is complete Atlas title. Yeah, we'll add that to the collection, no problem. Looks like some type of racing game. If it's an Atlas title, it's probably some type of RPG type racing game where you upgrade your cars and stuff like that. So, boom, pick that up. All right, let's get to our eBay package. Saw this on eBay, and it was $26 with free shipping, which I always love it when it comes with free shipping. And it comes from Video Game Gallery. So they have a ton of games, and you know, fast friendly, all that stuff. Woo, buddy. I like how they package this on both sides. Oh yeah, $26, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, you know, Tight White's doing the long box thing, which is cool. And make sure this doesn't fall out. I'm not really into the long box games like he is. I'm not really into them like he is. But for $26, there's the styrofoam. We picked up a complete copy of Nova Storm for the PlayStation 1. And it's one of those ones that comes with 2 discs. So there's disc 1. Let's see if we can get disc 2 out. Come on. There we go. So there's disc 1 and disc 2. Very mint, nice condition. $26 shipped. You can't beat it. It looks like they bought it for $9.99 or had it for $9.99 on their shelf, which is awesome. If you've never played Nova Storm, it is a shooter. It's like Star Fox. Oh, you could kind of tell from the back, where it's that third-person perspective with the reticles like in front of you, you know, and you're kind of flying into the screen, but or away from the screen, I guess. But yeah, definitely excited to have that and add that to the collection, man. That's really nice. The hinges aren't broken, which is sweet. So we'll throw Nova Storm up there. Woo! That game's starting to go up in price, so if you get a chance to get it, make sure it's got both discs, manual, that kind of stuff. All right. Empty box. They didn't even send like an invoice or anything. That's pretty strange. Usually people that sell on eBay, they're like game stores, send like a receipt and that kind of stuff. All right. So like I said, I was out of town for the first week of the month of June, and I was at a convention. Well, we had some time off from the convention. Of course, I found a game store. I went up there. I got some other stuff. You guys probably saw it in a pickup video, but they had this game mispriced, and I'm happy that I picked it up. $7. Picked up Star Gladiator for the PlayStation 1. It's like a $35 game. And it's rare that game stores misprice games like that. You know what I mean? But it looks like a 2D fighter, maybe a 2.5D fighter by Capcom. So definitely happy to add that to the collection. We might give it a playthrough just to see what it's like. All right, boom! The PlayStation Power pickups of the month right here. So I go down to Game On. I love that game store. Unfortunately, that's like 20-25 minutes away, so it's kind of a drive for me. You gotta understand, some of you guys are like, oh, that's close to me. Game stores are 2 hours away. But I live in an area where there's a lot of thrift stores, a lot of pawn shops, a lot of game stores, so a 25-minute drive is like insane. So I'm looking through and I'm like, hey, let me see your long box games over there. So she comes over, shows me the long box games, $10. Everybody in our group's picking this up. Tight White, Brad from Chasing the Classics, kind of everybody. I got a really good deal on this. For 10 bucks, picked up Jupiter Strike, another PlayStation 1 long box game. And guys, this one is complete with the manual, which is nice. And the case, there's the game, and the styrofoam. Styrofoam fell on the groove. But this case hasn't been opened all the way to where the spine has been, you know, broken and bent. So we're going to try our best to keep it that way. And I may even order some plastic protectors. This game is also a shooter. It's like Star Fox. You can kind of see there. I would say this one's probably, Jupiter Strike's more like Star Fox, and Nova Storm is probably more like Space Harrier or Iridian 3D, but still kind of the same thing with the Star Fox characteristics. Put the manual back in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some protection for that, man. This box is like in mint condition. I can't remember the last time I saw a PlayStation long box, one of the cardboard ones that was in this great a shape. We'll throw that up there. And the last thing we got, I know Tight White picked this game up, and he said, hey, it's not very common, and to find it complete is very uncommon. So I saw it on their shelf, and I was like, man, I really don't want to pay that price. So I asked the girl, I said, hey, could you do any better on the price? So she starts looking it up, and she's like, well, it looks like it sells for that price. But if you want to buy it and you're paying cash and you're going to buy a Jupiter Strike, I could do $29.99. So I text Tight, which is the most beautiful thing about having a text group with, you know, 10 other people in it that know more about video games than I do, is you can text them and they text you back in a heartbeat. So for $29.99, don't mind the price tag, we picked up a very nice mint condition copy of Crusader No Remorse for the PlayStation 1. Whew. Yeah, very nice. Oh, there's the receipt in there. There's what the disc looks like. They have a disc resurfacer and a buffer, so yeah, I mean, you're not going to see it. I'm not going to show it, but not even a scratch on it, not even a fingerprint. So very happy to have that, add that to the collection for a great price. So guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the PlayStation. Stick around. We do have a giveaway, and we'll get to that right now. Okay, here we go. Contest time. Yay, contest. So, Carol Ann's night. I feel weird, like I should be on that side. Carol Ann should be okay. Anyway, it's like it's messing with my mind right now. Carol Ann spent the night at a friend's house. She's totally fine. Don't worry about that. But the show must go on. So the contest was for a complete copy of Mobile Light Force 2 for the PlayStation 2. Boom, complete. Got that at CorgsCon. So when I bought it, I knew I was going to give it away to one of you guys for supporting the channel. So I appreciate that. So there's a complete copy of Mobile Light Force. And because there's going to be room left in the bubble mailer, we're going to throw in a loose copy of N-Gen Racing for the PlayStation 1. Loose disc, but this game's actually pretty cool. It's like Wipeout or F-Zero, but with airplanes, and you got like fly through gates and things like that. So pretty badass. We'll throw that in for free because I've got like 3 copies of it. All you had to do to be entered into the contest was leave the words Mobile Light Force or Mobile Light Force 2 in the comment section of last month's year of the PlayStation episode. 11 people did that. So here is our wheel decide. We spin it once. We don't do like 2 out of 3 or, you know, best of 10, first to 10 or anything like that. So here we go. And the winner is, oh, you can see that, J-Man2J Games. Congratulations, you're the winner. PM me on YouTube, hit me up on Facebook, let me know what your address is, and I will ship that out to you. Ugh. All right, that's going to do it. See you guys on the next one, next month.